Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be previewing my race tomorrow at Silverstone in the Carbonate Hyundai Coupe Cup UK Championship. I'm going to be using this tangerine machine to take you around Silverstone. The circuit, according to Assetto Corsa, is 2.6 kilometers in length. To you and me, that's just short. First thing to note is there's usually a white line here on pit lane that keeps you here all the way up to that line there, and then I think it disappears. Second thing to note is the curbs, as you see them here, red and white from the older Silverstone F1 circuit. The new curbs, black and white, and they are a lot more vicious, particularly at the exit of Coupe. The normal curb itself, lovely and flat and nice. The bit over the top, the other side, the bit that you don't want to be on anyway, that is deadly. It is really bumpy, really uncomfortable. I went over it in the Fiesta, not a fun thing to do, would not recommend. This car is so understeery, I forgot that. Right. So here we go for a lap of Silverstone. So coming out there, I probably should use a bit more of that curb. You want to get pretty tight to there. Probably don't need to use that curb. I just do it on Sims for some reason. I just misjudge it. Down one on this car. Probably leave it in fourth. It will be in the Hyundai. Use that curb, but no more, because the stewards really do not like you using more, and as I explained with the curbs, you don't want to use anymore. Try and brake in a straight line there, which I did not manage to do, as you saw by the terrible line, and then back onto yet another long straight. All the way down here can get a bit boring. There's the assembly area. Wave to all the marshals. Hello. On the brakes, later turn in than you think. Don't do that, but this car just likes doing that, so we'll keep going. And then dab of brakes into there. I like to lay apex this corner and try and cut back on people. Couldn't do it in this, it just hopped, as you saw, understeered out. You do not want that, but this is more just to show you around and talk than properly send it, or that's the excuse I'm using anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Silverstone. So yeah, there's big curves there now where that green bit is. So yeah, a bit about the race. It's the same championship and series and everything that I ran at Thruxton. Same car as well, the prom car, as people are now calling it. If you don't know what I mean, go and check out my Instagram or Facebook, and you will see it's all there in all its glorious plain form. But yeah, it's all the same, apart from the fact that the race format is completely different for this weekend. It's essentially a mini endurance race. It's 45 minutes with a mandatory pit stop. If you either have a driver change, or you have one singular driver, but they have to get out of the car, shut the door, and then get back in. So that's what I should be doing. I am in the car on my own. I will be doing the full 45 minutes, bar the bit where I get out and get back in. So yeah, what that means is I now have to do the pit lane, which is fine when you're coming back in normally from qualifying and everything, because you don't need to absolutely maximise everything. But as any of you will know, in any form of racing, if you're coming in to do a pit stop in the race, you want to be right on the speed limit, perfectly into your box, and get everything done as quickly as possible, because otherwise you're going to lose time. So that isn't an entirely new experience for me. I did it at Donington Park in the Enduro car, and I did it at Castle Combe in Jenny. But it's a new experience for me at Silverstone. So what I'm going to do now is well, dive into pit lane. So you've got to come across early so you don't get punted up the back, because that is not what you want. I don't actually know where the line is on the game, so I'm just going to kind of... Anyway, yeah, it's 50 miles per hour here, but actually I'm going to slow it down because our speed limit is usually 60 kph. Now, the stop and go box, I believe, is going to be around here somewhere, because it says outside race control. It's actually probably a bit further back than that, but I'm just going to stop here for now. So obviously I get out on the other side, being a British car. That's why my gear stick's over here. So I'd be getting out there. I have to stop, turn the engine off, then undo my belts, get out, shut the door, open the door again, get back in. Once I'm in, I can start the engine. Then I have to, obviously with help, do all my belts up. Then I can leave. Now, also, I have to have no excessive wheel spin. So, something like that. Then up to speed, back into the fast lane, hold it at 60 kilometers an hour until you get to here. The line on the game isn't where the line is normally, or was in Fiestas. Obviously, I don't actually know until I'm there in driver briefing. I won't know where those lines are, what the exact speed limit is. I'm just basing this off what it's always been in the past. So I can't say for certain, but that's what I'm assuming. As for race times, qualifying starts at 10:40, I think, or something like that. And then I'll put this all on my Instagram, and Facebook. So if you do want to know, you do want to watch, all the links and everything, so everything that goes on and updates through the day will be posted there. So go check that out if you haven't already. We're still not getting that right. So yeah, that'll all be like that. The race starts at 3:15. Sorry, 3:15. This is why on here I've set this up to be 3:30, and we're kind of guessing at the conditions based on what it's been like today, and that's really difficult considering the start of the day today it was pouring with rain, similar to the conditions I had at Castle Coupe, and then by the end it's bone dry. Like the race we were watching just now was completely normal, just like this. So we've put it as mid-clouds at about 18 degrees because we honestly have no idea what it's going to be like until we're out there. So it's all going to be a bit entertaining, really. I don't know how many people are going to be there, how many cars are going to be there. All I can say for certain is there is going to be another Gen 3 there. At Thruxton there was only 2, including myself. I do know there's another one been built for Mark Jones, who was racing with Misty's help at Thruxton, and lovely guy. I didn't see him very often. He didn't have a great weekend at Thruxton, but he's hoping for a strong one in his new car this weekend. And I will say now, the Gen 3 should be much better than the 1 and 2 around here, because the Gen 3, I believe, is slightly longer. It's also heavier than the 1s and 2s, which means through these corners and stuff, and changes of direction particularly, it's not as good because the others can flick it through and that. But at high speed, it is a lot more stable. So at Thruxton, for instance, through the chicanes, I was losing a lot of time on the 1s and 2s I was fighting. But through the back section, through Church and that, I was rapid and much more comfortable through there because of the car. So it's going to be interesting to see, as my volume turns off, how that's going to play out tomorrow. But I'm just hoping for another improving weekend as I had at Thruxton. So that's pretty much it. There's not a lot more to it. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's going to be tough, the longer race, but that's what we go to the gym for, right? That will not be happening tomorrow. Well, wet or dry, it'll be fun, so... No, I'm excited. This is actually where the stop and go box is, by the way. I've just realised. You stop, and then you go like that. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It should be fun. The pit stops add another element to it, which is nice. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. I can't lie. It's good fun. So yeah, that's all the info for tomorrow. So stay tuned to my Instagram and Facebook for updates during the day, and if and where you can watch it online. And yeah, in the pipeline on here on YouTube, there is a few things coming up. I've got a results day vlog from obviously my results day for GCSEs, and also fingers crossed I'll have a vlog from tomorrow at Silverstone, depending obviously if I get time to do stuff, because obviously it's going to be pretty manic, being a one day rather than a weekend. But yeah, no, I'm excited. So yeah, this has been a quick send round Silverstone for you guys, so you know all of what's going to happen. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you, and I'll see you next time.